Every time it does.
It was Pythagorean theorem. Hopefully you understand that. I don't know exactly what it's
Like b squared is the square root of that.
Yes, just equal.
Alright.
That was your point. Alright, so direct variation. Here's your form. Y equals kx. Anytime that it says write your answer in direct variation or write an equation in direct variation, your answer better look an awful lot like this. Y equals something times x. Looks an awful lot like this. What do you think k is?
Slope.
Slope. It's called the constant of variation. But direct variation always goes through what? On a graph.
Zero.
Zero. Always. That's why it says that k is a constant of variation. So it's going to be a straight line, and y constantly varies with x. If I were to solve this formula for k and get the constant of variation, you get y over x. So anytime you want to know how to write an equation in direct variation, all you have to do is have one point and put the y over the x, and you get your constant of variation. Okay? So k is the constant of variation, just slope. Always passes through the origin. That's something you need to make sure you never forget. So let's talk about whether or not an equation is a direct variation. So direct or not. So here's your first example. 2x plus y equals 3. So with direct variation, y is solved by itself. So is slope-intercept form. So everybody solve this for y.
Negative 2 plus 3x equals y. Sorry, negative 2x plus 3 equals y.
So you subtract 2x and you got y equals negative 2x
Yeah.
plus 3. Okay. Does that match the direct variation?
No.
Why not? Yes.
There's a 3 at the end.
Yeah. So no. This would be no. It's not direct variation. It's still a straight line. But y does not vary directly with x. Okay? Example 2. 8x plus 2y equals 0. What is the equation of direct variation?
Any number x plus any number y equals 0. Right? That would be a direct variation, I think.
Y equals negative 4x. You
Negative
got that right. Okay. So it goes through the origin. All you need to do is plot one other point, and you can draw the graph of it, right? Because your other point you need is the origin. So these are easy to graph. They're easy to find out what this is. Okay. Let's do example 3. What the constant variation is what we're talking about. All right. Let's graph this since I'm talking about it. Let's just do y equals negative 4x. I want you to graph it. Very quick. You can use the slope, or you can use an XY chart. Doesn't matter. So what we started with before we did slope-intercept form was an XY chart. Well, we already know 0, 0 is one of the points. Why is it always 0, 0? Yeah.
Because if there's nothing added on to the negative 4x, it's 0.
Well, if I plug 0 in for x, what am I going to get for y?
0.
0. That's why. Okay. So now I just need another point. I'll plug in 1 for x. What's negative 4 times 1? Okay, graph it. Or if I want to use slope-intercept form, it goes through the y-axis at 0. My slope is negative 4 over positive 1, down 4, and over 1. Or I could have used this, 1, negative 4. And that's your y. Okay? Simple? Yeah. Direct variation is actually really simple. Example 4. Now I want you to write a direct variation equation. Okay? With x equals 1/4 and y equals 1. And basically, they may give it to you like this as a coordinate. Say, okay, write the direct variation that includes that point. So this is what you need. You need the constant of variation. How do you find the constant of variation? What did I say to do? Nate, what did I say to do?
Take y divided by x.
Yeah, take the y, 1, divided by the x. So what is 1 over 1/4?
20.
A fraction is out of a fraction. What do we do?
Just divide.
I'm so happy you guys always do what I tell you to do. One thing from day 1 I've told you to memorize.
That's
Hey.
You're gonna take y equals 1 over 1 times 4 over 1.
The top multiplied by the reciprocal of the bottom. You guys need to have that memorized. This tells me you're not doing what you should be doing. Okay? I don't have any sympathy for you when you're struggling in math class when I ask you stuff you're supposed to have memorized and you can't tell me. Anybody. Okay, so that would be the equation that I was looking for, the answer. Can you do that? If it just asked for the constant of variation, what would you tell me?
That the constant of variation is 4.
Yeah. That's it. Is it okay? Awesome. You ought to be able to get this done. Assignment. Page 256, 4 to 36 evens, and the mixed review even.